can't. That's so cute. So I've never been more grateful to be me. So it is load shedding right now. For those of you who are probably not South African, what that means is that the electricity is off for like 2 hours and it comes back on. Woo! So I'm doing this whole series of sharing my life because I feel like I should share my life. And there's a lot going on in this life that I call mine. Very interesting one at that. I'm grateful that I'm in this vessel and that I'm Janard Martin, but I want to share the fact that I am manifesting a trip to Japan. My main intention is to travel somewhere and to enjoy my life. So every single year for the rest of my life, I will be traveling to a new place that I haven't been to enjoy my life. On the train, public transport, seeing all these friendly Asian people who literally are embracing me holistically because I know Japanese. So, a lot of things have been coming up for me. First of all, it's this feeling of redundancy, same old thing, same old people, blah, 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 same old. Then on top of that, it's literally the theme and trauma in my family bloodline, which is the trauma of suppression, which would naturally make people want to adopt identities that aren't them, which I feel like is very common. And, they're just like exerting it. It's more like a power control dynamic, weird thing going on. Family is important, yes, but, it has to be a close-knit union of people who are collectively striving for each other's goodness, for each other's, success in life. The universe is so interesting because as soon as I complained about redundancy, I was just welcomed with a great experience. I asked where the new people were. I met new people. Like, what are the chances? You ask and you will receive. So this is a part of the night where anyone who is chronically addicted to vaping makes their purchase because their pulls were finished. Yep. Our prime suspect here is Robin. This is at the pantry, a very bougie garage. It is wonderful. You already know I love it. How do you feel, Robin?
I feel great.
So we're gonna see if they actually kept our table or not.
I feel like they're not campaigning for us enough, but it is what it is. We'll fight for our lives.
We'll find out.
Fight for our rights.
It's very important for me to make sure that I take my salt bath, especially after interacting and engaging with people. Your auric field or your energetic field might be very vulnerable to other energies, so it's always important to cleanse that. My best advice, which I've stated in all of my other YouTube videos, is to at least take a salt bath once a week. especially if you don't want to be prone to evil eye and all of those other things. You need to energetically and spiritually protect yourself, get rid of any debris that's not yours, because devices and debris can always attach itself to your auric field, which a lot of people may find themselves doing or having a keen interest in things that may not be 100% them. I just do this because I'm very connected to my lunar energy. I'm a very lunar person, and my moon is in Taurus, so you already know I like comfort, finer things, luxury, just feeling very safe. In human design, I'm also a projector who has a 2-4 hermit approach. So I'm like a hermit opportunist. So as soon as people invite me out, I'm outside. But other than that, I'm in my own personal space. I really don't enjoy sharing my personal space or being in an environment where I'm not mentally prepared to be. And that's very true for me as a person. One thing I always do is always make sure that I set intentions, first of all in the bath water that I'm about to bath in, but also recite my manifestations. And I know that it's super hot right now for a bath, but it's just ritualistic, so you can cleanse yourself completely of the energy of the day, especially like a salt water bath, I am so lucky to be living this experience. Abundance, wealth, and prosperity flow to me with ease. I am open to receiving more money. I am open to receiving more wealth. I honestly feel like there's nothing more fulfilling in this world than just appreciating and relaxing into who you are. Oftentimes we are overshadowed with doubt, with insecurities, with things that may not be necessarily true for us, but in our minds they are. And these are just all illusions that we often feed ourselves. We discourage ourselves, and we often tie it to a lot of things and create excuses when we needn't. I honestly feel like my biggest hindrance is my ability to overthink, but I'm becoming more of a person who is just relaxed and trusting in a higher plan, which sounds very delusional, but it is very true. I often say that we all have a plan. We also do have free will, but for me, I feel like the divine plan is always unfolding, and it's no coincidence that the things that interest us or the people that interest us do. I literally have lived my life very confidently, and I have no intention of ending it now. So for those of you who don't know, the moon is the yang and the sun is the yin. So essentially, daytime is for you to absorb solar energy and to feel energetic and powerful and capable of anything. Nighttime is for relaxation, for inner standing, for introspection, all of those things that allow us to go inside. And when we change our sleep routines, we really suffer with the imbalance of the yin and the yang in our body. And because I am a projector, like I've shared in my previous videos what human design is, I'm also a Pisces, which means that I really honor how I feel a lot. And a lot of people presumably say that I'm this person who's just who literally seems like completely unbothered with a tough exterior. The truth is that I am secretly a little innocent, vulnerable angel that only a few people really know and get to experience. And I feel like that's what makes it beautiful about me. I think to have the keen interest enough to literally delve into the unknown really makes someone very compassionate and brave in my perspective. I think even though like I may have had a lot of questionable romantic choices, those were all people who actually wanted to know me on like a deep intrinsic level. And I often feel like if I can't have a deep conversation with someone, then I'm basically boring to you. I'm not as interesting to you. But luckily for me, I find that most people seem to find me extremely interesting. But I mean, I can't speak about surface level things. I just prefer to speak about the things that truly matter to me. And that is obviously anything esoteric, occult, spiritual. Those are all things that have always interested me since I was probably like in grade 5. So when I was in grade 5, I had this, wait, be right back. So as I was saying, when I was in grade 5, I literally had this very strange thoughts as a child. A lot of very spiritual things happened to me which caused me to view life this way constantly. But my mom was taking me to school, and I would always get to school really early because she'd work very far from where my school was. So basically I had this thought that I could be literally anybody, but I choose to be Janad. And I was literally probably only like 10, 11 years old. And what I actually delved into regarding that thought was you could choose to look and be any vessel that you want. You can be any single vessel that you want, but you choose to be you for a reason. You've chosen your physical appearance, you've chosen your family, you've chosen all the concrete life obstacles and even achievements in your life because you knew that you designed yourself a certain way with those certain characteristics to attract those certain people, opportunities, and experiences. And as much as it feels like, you know, that's not the case, it really is. You've chose your parents to be the way that they are, even if they are abusive, even if they aren't emotionally intelligent enough to really grasp our generation. I just feel like that's how I perceive it right now. This is a part of my nighttime routine where I make my homemade flaxseed and aloe vera. I would call it a face mask, but I really just lather it and use it as moisturizer. And combining that with tea tree oil, like just putting it on a cotton swab and wiping it across your face, not too much though, is literally ingenious. It cures all blemishes, keeps your skin dewy, especially if you have oily skin like mine. This is just, ooh, oh wow, I love this. Not really a fan of going to therapy, but sometimes it is quite therapeutic. I do, however, feel like therapists have their own internal biases and dialogues that are not worth combining with ours and our life trajectory and our experiences, which they often can't comprehend.
Right up in the center.
Yeah, part of me feels like, you see, like even some people can't do this. Some people can't, you know what I mean? Some people can't record themselves.
You can't be shy to do this.
I'm not shy. I'm not
genuinely,
shy.
I think people shouldn't be shy genuinely.
Why? Because it's a camera.
Yeah, true. Also, we all have this thing. Everyone has a phone. And you know what it's like to film yourself.
Exactly. People are taking pictures right now. People are coming alive. But it's like for me, I parked like we're going here.
Oh, yeah.
I just think that like there's times where I feel like I want to be seen and I want to be noticed and I want people to acknowledge me. But then there's other times I'm like, ugh. But it's like I can't control that because I'm attractive. You know what I mean? So like people look at you, like
What
even
makes
people.
someone attractive? What's the
I don't. That's a good question. That's a good. What makes someone attractive? That's a good question. Say hello. Say hello.
Daddy! Daddy! Look what's Steve did! Look there!
Build multi-universes. The men of God playing baby shark for my daughter. Watching for sharks outside at the same time. Life is protected father I kill for. My son Enoch is a part two. When I sprout my children to make nine valleys. In this present moment I saw this through. Ain't sure about my list addiction. Text messaging pictures got my thumbs hurt.